Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be testing all of our electric skateboards on the steepest hill in Portland, which is insanely steep. This hill is Northwest Bryanwood Street, which is crazy steep, and we started the boards at halfway on the hill right here, and we took them all the way up. It might not seem that steep on camera, but trust us, it's crazy. According to online, this is how steep the hill actually is. The biking community in Portland has deemed this as the steepest and most challenging hill, so it's obviously crazy, and it has points we've measured that are up to 30%, which is more than anywhere in this drawing, which is more than any pre-built electric skateboard is deemed able to go up. The first board that we tested was the Genesis Tomahawk, which is a pre-built board featuring dual hub motors with a maximum power output of 450 watts each. This was not expected to go up as it has a maximum percentage grade of 15% according to their website, but it started off quite strong actually. The smoothness of the hub motors in FOC mode really allowed it to start off strong on the hill, and it originally made it up quite a bit, but it immediately began to slow down once it got to the steeper portion, and later on it stopped completely. The next board that we tried was the 12S 2P mono drive with a 6374 motor. This board had AT wheels, and you may remember it from one of our videos where we modded the trucks. We did not have high hopes as a mono drive provides a lot less traction, and this was ultimately true as traction was the limiting factor as it tried to go up the hill. The power of the motor wasn't really stalling, but the wheel just kept slipping.
This board's not making it up.
The next board we had was our 10S4P dual 6374 build, which you may remember from our most popular video. This board had high hopes going in, and it proved to perform very well. It started off very strong and climbed with no problem all the way up. Towards the end though, traction became a problem as the road became a lot worse quality. And it wasn't the power of the motors that was limiting, but rather the traction that the wheels had with the road, and eventually the board just slipped off the edge of the road, so we're going to count this one as making it up. The fourth board that we tried out was our 6S4P mono 6355mm motor build. This deck is a lot shorter and the wheels are large compared to the deck size. The fact that it uses a 6S battery really limited the amount of torque that it had, and the 6355mm motor was also smaller than any of the other builds. Another limiting factor was the traction. These wheels were not as soft as the other street wheels that we used, which led to a terrible traction between the road and the wheels, and the board would slip whenever we tried to accelerate up the hill and couldn't even make it up on its own without the rider on it.
Yeah, it's not making it up. Disgrace.
The final board that we tested out was our 10S5P dual 6355mm board. This was easily the best performer, and this is because the AT wheels provide a lot of traction and grip on the road. Although the dual 6374mm motor board has more power technically, the all-terrain tires are a lot grippier than the BOA wheels, especially when the road gets bumpy. This board powered all the way up the hill with no problem, and it just killed it.
Go, take me.
Here are the results. In first place was the 10S5P dual 6355 with the AT wheels. Second place was the 10S4P dual 6374s with the BOAs. Third was the Genesis Tomahawk. Fourth was the 12S2P mono with the 6374. Fifth was the 6S4P with the 6355. Thanks everyone so much for watching this video. If there's one thing that we've learned, Northwest Brandwood Street is a force to be reckoned with. This hill is insane, and if you live in the Portland area, you should definitely check it out and see if your Esk8 will make it up. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing and liking our video. Thanks so much for watching.